we go.
Pool.
But coming up next, we got my boy Godo versus Thoughtful. Now, again, two players I'm familiar with, like Thotful, I'm more familiar from D&B Hollywood. He's been killing it a lot lately on like 15s, 16s, you know, been kind of like grinding up those PFCs. He has very solid fundamentals. But then Godo, if y'all don't know, y'all can't see my boy Godo. He's been kind of like off the grid a little bit lately, but I met this man about, I want to say 5 years ago now. God, it's been 5 years. Oh, my God.
That's like, a long time.
That's a long time, brother.
Long time.
But, no, like, I remember when I first met this guy at Hollywood, he was grinding out 17s. He was, like, laid out on the floor. I pull up. I'm like, hey, bro, how long you been here? He's like 5 hours. And at the time, I was new to DDR. I was relatively fresh to DDR. I was still kind of getting my feet wet. And just watching this dude, like, completely go to town on uppers, it was just like, it was inspirational. And I would see him do it again like the next day. Mm-hmm. So if there's one thing this guy has, it's perseverance and a ton of stamina.
Yep, exactly.
He's also a very, very strong player when it comes to gimmicks and knowledge checks. He is not the kind of player I think you're going to get away with knowledge checking. He's very familiar with a lot of like the more like unfamiliar charts. Mm-hmm. So definitely something to keep in mind. He's going to, I think we'll see a very strong showing of it relatively soon with these song choices I see over here. Ooh. First, we got Paranoia Rebirth X Special to 14. And can I just go on the record by saying that these X Specials are just terrible.
These X Specials, they are some very interesting charts, you know, very forward thinkers, I like to call it.
That's a nice way of putting it, bro. That's not the words I would use, but you know what?
Some forward thinkers, because you know what? You guys should watch, if you guys want a real X Special to watch, that'll employ a lot of things that modern, you know, custom charters out there do. It will be Max 300 X Special. That first couple hundred notes is an exhibition.
I gotta stop you right there, brother. You see, we talking about charts that nobody likes to play and that nobody plays. Who's playing Max 300 X Special?
Exactly. Any of the X Specials. Who is playing Paranoia Rebirth? Clearly these two players. And let's see how they do right now.
Yes, sir.
All right, you see Godo locking in already with the 30 Marvelous count.
Yeah, it's definitely these charts, while being a little like on the, you know, this is indeed a 14 that's in the game, you know, that kind of level. They are relatively straightforward pattern-wise. It's just all 8th notes.
Yes.
You'll have some jacks thrown in there. And as you can see, Godo opted to throw it on a turn mod. I believe this is on right.
Yes, it is indeed on right.
This is actually a pretty common strategy for this chart. I've done it myself as well, as it'll get rid of a lot of the crossovers and make them just double steppable. And since they're all 8th notes, it's really easy to just like set your feet up properly. The patterns are simple enough to where turn mods are definitely preferable.
Exactly.
But you can see it's still very close, that being said. Like, they're both just exchanging the lead right now.
Yes, this is one of those charts where at this level, every perfect counts.
Absolutely. This is just pure MA at this point. Nothing tricky. Just make sure you lock in. Just hit the arrows when they pass the zone, bro. That's all you got to do.
So you can see they just traded perfects right there.
As you can see, this is still neck and neck. This is incredible.
This is a timing exhibition right here.
Absolutely. This is a battle of MA right here, man.
If you guys don't know, MA means Marvelous Attack. Oh, we see a blast second straight from Thotful.
Oh! And we get a tie! Godo with 25 perfects. That EX score.
23-1 on Thotful's side. 25 perfect PSC on Godo.
Is that our first tie of the night?
Is that our first tie?
That is our first tie all day.
That is hype. That is hype. Come on.
We out here.
Put some respect on my man's name.
Factory team, bro. Look at my boy Godo. Look at him cheesing.
You guys should have been
him.
Man. Smile on these players' faces
right
now.
That is the first tie we've gotten all day. And what a song to get a tie on.
Yes.
As you can see, just like, that was... Oh, man, that was incredible.
They were in sync together, and you know what? Because that they were in sync, it would make only perfect sense that they would tie on that song.
Absolutely, bro. That we out here at what time is it? 12:27.
Shout out my late night warriors out there.
Yeah, all my late nighters. You feel me? My night owls. Thank y'all for being up. Thank y'all for watching us. All 70 of y'all.
Oh, hanging out with us right now, watching some
Yes,
DDR.
sir. Shout outs
Dance Dance Revolution.
Shout outs to all y'all, bro.
Shout
But you know what I'm not going to shout out? What I want to pretend doesn't exist on the screen right now is A20, bro.
This chart, man.
This chart is terrible.
This chart.
God awful.
If it was on sync, yeah, it's not terrible. Come
bro,
on.
it's not even the sync, bro. It's just the song.
There's some A20 lovers out there.
Yeah, we don't talk about them, all right? It's like no one actively wants to play this chart. It is.
I do agree.
Abysmal. I know we got some A20 enjoyers in the crowd probably right now,
Yep,
but I just want to.
I'm looking at.
I want to put this on the. I want to put this on the record. Like this chart is abysmal. I would say the worst 14 in the folder. I don't know.
You know what?
Like there's some.
I do agree.
It's very close. It's just like different shades of garbage. Which one are you picking?
Now this song, it does employ a lot of different speed changes and gradual speed changes. As well.
A sync that is very hard to lock in, stops, patterns that are just like relentless.
Yeah, normally it would be for players of this level. It's very easy to lock in on things such as fourth notes and eighth notes. If you guys see red and blue notes, and typically easier to lock in on. Whereas you see this chart. What you're seeing right now is pretty much the whole chart. It's a lot of these gallops and broken rhythms, different types of rhythms, and then also coming up, it'll be some speed changes as well that will throw you off.
Absolutely, but as I said before, this is definitely in Godo's ballpark. This is 100% a chart that he would be like just crushing it on. This is his reign. He's very good at parsing speed changes, so
yes.
Right up his skill set. But Thotful's not falling too far behind, so
yeah, we see a couple greats picking
but
up on Godo's side.
if we see the speed changes that we're going to determine the song here, it's just if you're having a difficulty dialing it in, it's so easy to pick up perfects and greats.
Yes, exactly. Now here it's gradually speeding up. I don't know if you guys could tell, but it's slowly speeding up. I think it goes upwards of over 200 BPM there.
Again, this is extremely close.
And here it's going to keep going faster.
Song is almost running down here. Godo locking it in, but we're seeing some unfortunate fast. But this is looking like it'll be his song.
See it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it looks like about a 30 EX difference.
With a full combo at that. Godo with as I said, bro, don't sleep on my boy Godo. You got to know. But Thotful coming out here. This song in general is just extremely hard to time, extremely hard to play, very hard to be consistent on. All around, just not a good time.
Yeah, wonderful job playing from both our players here.
Yeah, let's go, both players.
Yeah, come on now. Let me see some chants from my two boys in the chat.
Yes, sir.
Two guys on the screen that were playing.